So the type 4 equations, the variable might appear more than once. Usually there are brackets in these questions with a number on the outside that you have to multiply in to the brackets. It's the distributive property. And then once you distribute and combine like terms, it's usually a type 1 or 2 equation. Okay, so this one I'm not going to do. I think that there's an issue with that equation. That both sides are equal, and then x could be any value, so we're not going to try that one. Let's look over at the second one. I see that there are brackets. I'm going to distribute the 2. So 2 times x gives me 2x. The sign in the middle is addition, and then 2 times 3 is 6, equals 20. So 2x plus 6 equals 20. This is a regular type 2 equation, so I'm going to get rid of the addition of 6 first. So I have 2x plus 6, opposite is take away 6, gives 20, take away 6. The 6's cancel out, so I have 2x equals 14. And then it's a one-step equation. I'm going to divide both sides by 2. They cancel out. I'm left with x equals 7. 14 divided by 2. Now down here I have variables on this side and this side. First I'm going to distribute. 2 times x is 2x. 2 times 1 is 2. And on this side I have 5x take away 4. So I have 2 x's on this side and then 5 x's on this side, so I'm going to try to group my x's where there's the most of them, which is on this side, and that will keep them positive. So first I'm going to move this 4 over, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. Add 4. So these 4's cancel out, and I'm left with 2x plus 6 equals 5x. Now I want all the x's on one side. So I need to get rid of these x's on this side. So I am going to take away 2x from both sides. So 2x, take away 2x here, and then take away 2x here. It leaves 6 on this side and 3x on that side. 5x's take away 2x's is 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3. Leaves me x on one side and then 2 on the other. Let's do the last question. First I'm going to distribute. So 3 times 4 is 12n. There's a negative in the middle, a takeaway. And 3 times 1 is 3. 33 is on the other side. I'm going to get rid of that first. So 12n take away 3. I'm going to add 3 to get rid of it. So 33 plus 3. The 3's cancel out and I'm left with 12n. 33 plus 3 is 36. There's my one-step equation. I'm going to divide by 12, divide by 12. They cancel out. My n gives me 36 over 12, 3. A possible type 4 or distributive type question could involve ratio questions. The variable might appear more than once. There may be fractions or divisions on each side. There may or may not be brackets, but we will treat things as if there's brackets. You might need to distribute and combine, and then you might end up with a type 1 or 2. So here are some examples. What we want to do is to get the x all by itself, but currently it's in a division in most of these questions. So because it's a ratio type equation, there's a bit of a shortcut that we can do. We could do all of the steps to prove that this works, but what I will do is this 2 on the bottom and this 4 on the bottom, we know that we're going to be multiplying to get rid of those. We know that we will be multiplying by 4 to get rid of the 4 and multiplying by 2 to get rid of the 2. So one short step you could do is to cross multiply. Just times that side by 2 and that side by 4. And then you'll have the equation ready to work with. Okay, so 2, that one didn't work so well, 2 times the top, 3x plus 5, equals 7 times 4. So I took the denominators of both sides and put them on the top to times. Now I distribute in. 2 times 3 is 6x, plus 2 times 5 is 10, equals 4 times 7 is 28. I want to get rid of the 10. So 6x plus 10 take away 10 equals 28 take away 10. 6x equals 18. I'm going to divide both sides by 6 to get rid of the 6. They cancel out, leaves me just an x, and 3. 18 over 6 is 3. Right, for this one, again, I'm going to take the denominator and cross multiply. So I'm going to have 2 times 2x equals 15 times 4. 4x on this side, 60 over here, divide by 4 and divide by 4, cancel out, leaves me x equals 15. Let's try the bottom one over here. So we have the denominators, and I'm going to just cross multiply them. So I have, let's try to stay consistent, 2 times -3 equals x times 6. This side gives me -6 equals 6x. Divide by 6 to get rid of the 6 here attached to the x. The 6's cancel out. 6 divided by 6 gives me 6. A negative divided by a positive, different signs, gives me a negative. So x equals a -6. This one over here, it's 14 times the whole top equals 2x times 6. So over here, I'm going to distribute into the brackets. Gives me 14x. Take away 42 equals, and 6 times 2 is 12x over here. So I want that 42 gone, so I'm going to add 42 to both sides. Because it was a takeaway, the opposite is adding. These guys cancel out. Now I would like to put all my x's on this side, because the 14x is over here. So I'm going to get rid of this 12x here and bring it over to this side. Which means I'm going to take away 12x from both sides. And then plus 42. I just can't fit it. I'm going to continue up on the top here. So 14x take away 12x leaves me 2x. 12x's cancel out, and then I'm just left with a 42. There's my one-step equation. Divide by 2, leaves me with an x equals 42 divided by 2 is 21.